a modern masterpiece? Hey everyone, this is Digital Charcuterie. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is James. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, especially if you're looking forward to the DCU, the Batman 2, and the upcoming Clayface movie. Going to talk about it as much as I can. This is a movie I've done videos on this on the past. I'm really looking forward to this movie. I think it's one of those ones that kind of came out of nowhere. It was like when James Gunn did that announcement video thing where none of the things that he announced are going to happen. But he did that announcement video, and Swamp Thing, the Mangold Swamp Thing was announced. I was like, that sounds cool. And then Mangold did Indiana Jones, and apparently he's been really busy with other stuff. And he's kind of, I mean, he did the Complete Unknown movie, can kind of get back his head above water after Indiana Jones. But that being said, nothing, he hasn't had a script yet. He's been very busy, James Gunn said. But let's talk about Clayface, because I'm very excited for this movie, Clayface. And I want to talk a little bit about casting, a little bit about the plot, and how I think that this could be the DCU's version of, say, like a Joker, right? Like Joker was, the Elseworlds tale, where this is going to be in the DCU. It was originally planned to be a spinoff of the Batman. Matt Reeves is, according to a report we're going to get from Nexus, Matt Reeves is a producer. His production company is producing it. They're still heavily involved in it. It's going to be probably a little bit more grounded. It's going to be something else. James Gunn said that there's not one style of movie for the DCU. It's, you have a good script. What is it? Let's do it. That's the idea here. And that's what Clayface is seemingly going to be. And what I really love about it is it's, from all accounts, it's basically going to be based on the Batman the Animated Series Clayface. It's going to have a little bit of all the different, the Hagen Clayface and the Carlo Clayfaces, and they're going to be amalgamation of them all. And it's going to be an original story based loosely on all the comics and animations and stuff like that, inspired by, I guess you could say. But I think it's going to be something. I mean, obviously Batman might show up, might not show up. I'm at this point in time, it's looking like there is no Batman. So for the sake of this video, we're going to go no Batman involved in Clayface at all. And that's, I think, for a few reasons. One, obviously this is not the Pattinson world anymore, so that Batman would not appear. And the other one is there is no DCU Batman at this moment in time. I've done a video on the casting of that. We're going to get there. They could potentially cast a Batman to have a cameo in this. You never know, or some kind of purpose in this. But does Clayface work without Batman? Sony tried it with their villains, and that's a hard no for them, obviously. And I would say, from what I'm hearing about this movie, absolutely it does. Let's look over at this exclusive here from Nexus Online. I'll pull it up. Give me the frame. I'm going to pull it up, and we're going to read it here. It says, exclusive, Max Minghella is being eyed to join the cast of DC Studios' Clayface. He is a terrific, first of all, this is a pretty cool thumbnail here, but he is a terrific actor. If you're not familiar with him, get familiar. Sources tell Nexus Point News that Max Minghella is being eyed for the role of John in DC Studios' Clayface. As reported by Nexus Point News, the third protagonist of the film is John, a detective and fiance to Caitlin Bates, who's suspicious of his fiance's relationship with Matt Hagen, Clayface. Naomi Aki, Blink Twice, Mickey 17, was recently announced to have been eyed for the role of Caitlin, which NPN has learned has been officially offered and is in talks for. Caitlin serves as a love interest for Matt Hagen and Dr. Hagen is set to be portrayed by Tom Rice Harry's White Lines and Suspicion. Minghella is best known for his role as Divya Narendra in The Social Network. His other credits include The Handmaid's Tale, Horns, and Spiral. Additionally, Minghella will be joining the cast of Season 4 Industry. Minghella is rep by CAA, Anonymous, Content, Jackaway, Austin, and Levy. So there you have that. What I like about it, though, is it's going to be kind of like a love triangle, kind of like against all odds, falling in love with the monster, Beauty and the Beast kind of mixed in there. And then you have John, this character, John. I love that it's all original characters around the Clayface character. This will be, I guess, an origin story of Clayface in the DCU. We saw Clayface in Creature Commandos, And obviously, James Gunn said whoever plays the character in animation, voices the character in animation, will portray that character in live action. Alan Tudyk voiced Clayface in Creature Commandos. It seems like there would be multiple Clayface creatures in the DCU if the one in Creature Commandos even matter. Like he might just be like, it doesn't matter. Enjoy this Clayface movie just because it is what it is, and maybe Clayface doesn't have a part in the DCU going forward. But it's a straight horror movie, so maybe even if it's too terrifying, you don't want to bring him in to something that's going to be PG for more family friendly for general audiences, I guess, something like that. But I do think that this movie could be up there with like a Joker, not Joker Folie à Deux, of course, but it has the potential to be something great. And with Max Minghella being eyed for this role and possibly taking it, that is, that ups your acting, I would say. And this is obviously he's somebody that wants to get into the superhero genre. Everybody wants to be in the superhero. They want that paycheck. They want that money, right? So you totally understand why he would do it. But at the same time, you look at his credits and you go, okay, well, this is an actor with success who seems to be taking specific types of roles and projects, and maybe the script for this is something that really caught his attention and made him say, you know what, I need to be a part of this. It has the potential to be something a little bit more than just the Sonyverse stuff. I feel like this is going to be very horror centric, as we keep hearing, and James Gunn has promised us that. But also on some level, you're going to have to say that I think this is going to be more of an intimate story, something really small. I don't think special effects, although obviously the Clayface aspect to it, I don't think special effects are going to play a big part in this. I could see the John character being killed by Clayface because of that love triangle that's going to bring him down. It seems like a very tragic story, which is why I think this is something to keep your eye on. If you are a big fan of comic movies and of cinema especially, that Clayface is the one that is going to separate itself from the pack as, not just being a flashy film that you want to see. This is going to be something that's going to be a little bit more cerebral in a lot of ways. It's going to be probably thrilling. Probably, they're saying horror. The horror stuff could be because of the Clayface aspect to it, but it could be more of a thriller at heart as well. Now, again, James Gunn is a horror guy through and through, so he would know better than anybody. He's also, the head of the studio who makes these decisions, so he would also know. But I could see it being more of a thriller than a horror, something like that, and just this disfigured character creature walking down Hollywood. Apparently he's going to start in Gotham and then go to Hollywood, and he's going to be a young, very attractive man, up and coming actor with the whole world ahead of him, and then gets disfigured. Classic Clayface. You don't want to mess with a good thing. Clayface is Clayface. We all love Clayface. We want Clayface. And I'm really excited to see Clayface done because he was done so well in the animated series, so well in so many comic iterations. And I actually thought Clayface was done extremely well in Batman the Caped Crusader. I thought that Clayface in that show, that animated series, was spectacular. I would love to see what they're going to do now in a full-fledged horror movie. Can it be as good as what we've gotten in the past? Time will tell. We're going to see. But I do think that this, and I compare it to Joker because Joker is a villain. It's it's a Batman villain. It's his movie and it's about him and it has nothing to do with Batman. Even though we get some Bruce Wayne and we get some Thomas Wayne and whatnot, it's really about Joker. Whereas this is going to be about Clayface with probably even less mention of Batman. We're going to get more Gotham than Batman, I would suspect. But I compare those two because Joker also was nominated for Best Picture and it earned $1 billion. I do not think Clayface will hit the $1 billion mark because I think the R in Joker is going to be very different from the R rating for Clayface. But I'm very excited to see what we're going to get. The future is bright. Are you guys looking forward to Clayface? Do you like this potential casting of Max Minghella in Clayface? Do you like the love triangle aspect of it? Will you be seeing this movie in the theater? Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Give us a like and a subscribe. Until next time, maybe the master of your own universe.